Hey, welcome back to Bahal Recap. This is part 3 of our Breaking Bad recap, and things are spinning out of control. Walter's empire is growing, but so is the danger. Jesse's loyalty is cracking, Skyler's in too deep, and the DEA is closing in fast. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss how it all unfolds. Let's jump right in. To find Walter White, Hank accidentally runs into the drug lord Tuco. During their shootout, Tuco is killed. Taking advantage of the chaos, Walter and Jesse quickly dig a hole to bury Tuco's gun, then set off toward home. But this barren desert seems endless, the scorching sun adding to their inner torment. Walking in the vast desert, they wonder if they'd regret their decision. After walking for a while, they finally reach a roadside. To explain his disappearance and Jesse's car, Walter devises a tight plan. They hitch a ride to a mall where an elderly lady finds a belt, then clothes, one piece after another, eventually uncovering Walter, who is completely naked. At this point, Walter looks dazed, like his mind isn't fully there. Naturally, Walter is taken to the hospital. He lies, claiming he's had amnesia these past few days, not remembering anything at all. He suspects that his cancer meds and chemo side effects caused his memory loss. Walter's elaborate ruse fools his family. But Jesse's troubles aren't so easily fixed. With his car found at the crime scene, Jesse is banned from going home, and the cops want to question him. Without a warrant, they can't enter his place. So once the cops leave, Jesse calls his friend off the truck to help. That friend is Monkey, the same guy Jesse kicked off the truck before. Even after all the trouble, Monkey's still got his back. The two brothers start cleaning up the meth lab in the basement. Monkey's clearly clueless about how serious this is, grinning as Jesse's friend works on the meth. Jesse can't hold it in anymore. Working together, they move the meth supplies into the RV. Since the RV's engine is shot, Monkey ropes in his cousin to tow it. Seeing the gear inside, Cousin Lion quotes a steep $1,000 for the job. But Jesse only has $500. They settle on a promise from Jesse to pay the rest later. Once the RV is towed away, the crucial step comes. Jesse tells Monkey to call him in an hour from a payphone. Then Jesse turns to his crush, Wendy, to create an alibi. Soon after, a group of cops bursts in over an anonymous tip. Just as planned by Walter, Jesse is arrested and taken to the DEA. Facing Hank's interrogation, Jesse claims he's been busy with Wendy these past days, clueless about anything outside. When Hank brings up the car found at the crime scene, Jesse says his car was stolen a few days ago. Seeing this, Hank pulls out some mysterious cash found in the car. The money turns out to be Jesse's escape fund, which Hank confiscates. Jesse watches helplessly as the money he risked his life for slips away, forced to put on a tearful act, claiming the cash isn't his. If it were, he'd be laughing in his sleep. Faced with Jesse's stubborn silence, Hank decides to interrogate Wendy. Back in season 1, Hank humiliated Wendy trying to teach Walt a lesson, so she refuses to cooperate. With no progress, Hank plays his trump card. He brings in Hector Salamanca, Tuco's uncle. But no one counted on this paralyzed old man. Hector may be immobilized, but he's far from clueless and communicates through a bell to make his point. At this moment, Jesse felt crushed. He never expected that after escaping the ruthless Tuco, he'd get caught because of this paralyzed old man. Hector. Dio stared coldly at Jesse, who killed his family member. But when the police asked if Jesse had been at the scene, everyone was surprised. Hector held his ground, refusing to give in to Hank's interrogation. Hector was airtight, leaking nothing but a little yellow urine. Compared to Jesse, Hector hated the DEA even more. Grudges are grudges, rules are rules. Hector wasn't a rookie in the underworld. Hank hit another dead end. His colleagues warned him long ago. These Mexican cartels never cooperate with cops. This ruthless man once did 17 years in prison without spilling a word, so they knew better than to expect him to crack now. Flashback 20 years. Mexico had a powerful cartel, the Cartel Group. And back then, Hector wasn't paralyzed. He was second in command, known for being cold and ruthless. Under Hector's influence, Tuco developed his personality. One thing's worth noting. Tuco was quite loyal to his family, thanks a lot to Hector's strict upbringing. During a police raid, Hector Salamanca took the fall alone, spending 17 years in prison by himself. He carried the burden of all the charges, but for various reasons, he never returned to Mexico. Originally, Tuco planned to bring Hector back, but an unexpected incident threw everything off. Even if Hector identified Walter and Jesse, they'd only be sentenced. Not exactly justice. What Hector really wanted was blood for blood. Due to Walter's supposed amnesia, the doctor quickly suggested a treatment plan lasting several months. Walter asked if doctor-patient confidentiality would keep their conversations private. The doctor assured him that without Walter's consent, nothing would be shared. So Walter came clean. He wasn't amnesiac at all. He left because he couldn't handle the oppressive atmosphere at home. The mall stunt was his own plan. At first, the doctor doubted him, but when Walter talked about his wife's unexpected pregnancy, his son's cerebral palsy, his low salary, and his cancer diagnosis. His genuine emotions earned the doctor's sympathy instantly. Meanwhile, Jesse managed to shake off suspicion and left the precinct. He called his father, hoping to lay low at home, but was rejected outright. After being framed by his brother, Jesse's family ties were shattered. That night, Jesse called Walter to report he was safe. Their plan had worked. Walter could leave the hospital the next day, and Jesse was off the hook with the police. However, Jesse's hard-earned cash was seized by Hank, leaving him broke. He asked Walter for help, but Walter didn't care. He just asked if the RV and his equipment were moved, then told Jesse to fix the RV and resume cooking meth. As Walter prepared for bed, he suddenly remembered his stash was still hidden at home. Sneaking back, Jesse returned the cash and gun to the vent. He saw his wife and kid awake and sleepless because of him, filling him with guilt. But just as he was about to head back to the hospital, the streets were plastered with his missing person posters. His guilt deepened. The next day, Hank obsessively reviewed footage from a fake stolen case all morning, finding nothing. He felt something was missing. An unseen key player linking all these events. Little did he know, the root of all this crime was right under his nose. His own brother-in-law. When Hank left the office, colleagues threw him a party to celebrate killing the drug lord Tuco. They even gave him a weird gift, a set of Tuco's false teeth. Since Walter convinced the psychiatrist, his family was ready to bring him home. Chuckling, Hank admired his prize, the shiny dentures. Walter was deep in thought. Later, at home, his wife confronted him about having two phones. That night's actions and call logs made it clear. Walter was hiding something. However, Walter's weak defense made little difference. And that wraps up part 3 of our Breaking Bad recap. Things are heating up fast, and Walter's world is starting to fall apart. But trust me, it only gets crazier from here. If you're enjoying the series, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite Heisenberg moment so far. Thanks for watching Bahal Recap. See you in part 4.